Hey. Oh, they tried to be crafty this morning. Let my intro play.
Tiki, they call me the oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like who do I be? You know. I am the queen. I'm supreme. You didn't know? What do you mean? Loki, they call me the oracle. I'm about to make this historical. These questions you ask me rhetorical. Like who do I be?
Oh, y'all, they was being crafty. Ha! Let me tell you, I did not get a notification that they changed our polling place. But let me turn this down. Google is your friend. Google is your friend and your enemy. But today I use Google for good. So that part. Changing the polling place on it. But it was kind of odd. Did y'all? I Googled and I told them, hey, this is what I did today, like my due diligence for today. So good deed done. I said, hey, y'all motherfuckers better go back to their old polling place and put a sign and tell them motherfuckers to walk across the street. Cause some people will just walk the fuck home or drive back home. You know what I mean? But it's very these kind of when it's your local and federal, the local government, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that's gonna affect you. Yes, the red door, honey, in there. Go on, get in there and do your thing. It's very important that you vote. Because this is the kind of shit at this particular level that will actually fucking affect it. You know what I mean? So I got a little sticker and everything. I'm so proud of myself. I like stickers. So yeah, listen. This is Coffee and Chat, and we're not gonna be alone today. Because I got shit to do. Okay? Hey Dad! And I bought some coffee. I bought some fancy coffee today. I figured since I'm coming out and it's cold, my car says it's 48 degrees. So I was like, I'm going to treat myself to some coffee. And then I went over to the polling place and it's like fucking crickets. I'm like, well, what the hell is going on here? And that's why I stopped my last live because I was like, wait a minute, hold on, something's fishy. Something is afoot. And I Googled it and they moved across the street. I'm like, you motherfuckers go send someone over there and put a goddamn sign up and tell motherfuckers to walk across the street. Okay, that's it. That's all. Don't be. Listen, I thought it was rather odd that it was so many melanated people in one spot so early in the morning. Because usually at my polling area, it's never really that deep. Anyway, yeah. So they got to put a sign up. Something. Tell everybody walk across the street and go around the back. Okay. That's all. You know what I'm saying? They try to be very crafty, Now she want to see my ID. Then she want to see my ID again. Bitch, is you blind? But I'm prepared, ho. Here you go. Go ahead and take that vote. Anyway, so I got that out the way. Done and done. You guys, you go get it done and done. All right? Because this shit actually does affect you locally. This particular go around for the election, okay? It affects you locally. Do your due diligence, motherfuckers, okay? And at the very least, if you vote, you can fucking complain the whole time afterwards that these motherfuckers ain't doing what they're supposed to do. Because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to do what the fuck they're supposed to do. But I vote so I can complain. I'll be like, yo, I voted for you, motherfucker. God damn it. Where's my mayor? Why my mayor don't have nothing outside his house? The mayor lives around the corner. Listen. So, I'm like, if they don't do shit 9 times out of 10, they won't. It'll just all be a bunch of filibustering or whatever. But at least I get to complain. Like, I voted for your motherfucking ass and blah, blah, blah. You dropped the ball and nothing has changed. Well, I can't do that if I didn't get my black ass up and vote. Right? Hey, Wahid. I'm driving, y'all, so forgive me if I miss anybody or miss anyone in the comments because I can't see shit. I'm driving. So listen, no worry, though. I'm pulling into my drive. Settling shortly. Hopefully, you don't lose connection. Keep my fingers crossed. Anyhow, so yeah, go ahead, y'all. Go vote, do your due diligence, and do your thing, and all will be well. Okay? And then you get to complain. You know what I'm saying? For the rest of the time, like these motherfuckers ain't shit. You ain't did nothing. Okay? You can't do that unless you vote. Now, on to the topic. All right. The all the time foolery that I was able to peep in on, off and on, off and on. Yesterday. Yep. Okay. So I really don't care as far as the situation with who's lying, who's not. That they all sound crazy to me. Okay, period. So I'm neither here nor there. I don't give a fuck. Not about that. But I thought that hey, this could be a teachable fucking moment, right? Definitely a teachable moment because if there's one thing I do know about, right, is giving birth after 40. I hope we don't lose connection, y'all. If we do, then you gotta just bear with me, and I'm gonna turn on my sticker here. I wrote it. She did it. Y'all gonna have to bear with me because I'll log back in on my laptop or whatever. So because I'm not planning to do a long one. Got shit to do. So yeah. Talking about. I said, well, it was a lot of back and forth and back and forth. I really don't follow the people or subscribe to the people that's in the whole story, nor do I really care because that shit all sound crazy to me. I'm not sure what the fuck. Like, listen. Anyway, my whole point of this live is I just wanted to talk to the ladies and to the guys too, right? Pregnancy, giving birth after 40, it's a little bit different than a normal. I guess. Hopefully, y'all can still hear me. Let me see. I don't know if my signal. Hold on, y'all. It's a little bit different. We might break up. We might I might lose signal going through my garage thing. Hold up. All right. So giving birth after 40, y'all. Of course, y'all know my crazy ass people, right? So I did that, and so I said, hey, I guess I technically can speak on it. You know what it's like to give birth after 40, because it was totally different from when I had my daughter. Can y'all still hear me? Okay, good. So, um, so this time around versus when I was 27, when I gave birth to my first daughter. This time around, yo, listen, for the overall, hey Magic, good morning. You up? Hold on, I'm going up these scary ass stairs. Walking to part of a horse, I get to civilization. At 27 versus in my 40s, y'all, it was hella different. First time around, I didn't have to go through a whole lot of testing and stuff like that, right? Hold on, Magic, I got you, baby. 1 second. I didn't have to go through so much testing. Now, granted, both pregnancies were pretty good. Vi was 10 pounds when she was born. Chunk was 7. Now, this time around, because of my age, they had the audacity to call it a geriatric pregnancy. The fuck? No, you didn't. Yes, they did. They called it a geriatric pregnancy, y'all. And what that meant is that I was a woman of a particular age and I was pregnant, right? So they require you to do a lot of testing, right? all the time. It goes from like 3 or 4 times a month to it just multiplied it. Okay, the closer hold on, the closer you get to your due date, you know what I mean. They do more testing now. Luckily, you know that the test that people talk about where they what is it the amyl the fluid, right, where they test for Down syndrome and all that other kind of stuff. They don't have to do that anymore, y'all. They don't have to do that testing anymore. Not the way that they used to, right? They could do it through the blood. You know, they just do it and do DNA samples and all this other, shit. Maybe they still do it some places, but they didn't do it to me. I just got a DNA test. It's not a blood test. You know what I mean? Checking for Down syndrome and, all kinds of shit. Hell, they were even able to tell me that I was having a boy. So that part. So let me see the comments. I don't know if I would want to have a child in my 50s or 70s, to be honest. I don't know if would that be considered selfish to the child? You know what I mean? I don't know. So my whole point is just explaining the process. So after they do all that testing and everything comes back okay or whatever, they keep a very close watch on your sugar. I promise you, any kind of underlying disease or underlying condition. Good morning, bro. Just getting back from voting, doing my due diligence. Yeah. So yeah, like they test you for mad stuff all the time through the quote unquote geriatric pregnancy. That's some fucked up shit. They gotta find a better name. Because first of all, I can run a circle around these bitches in their 20s. Okay, so who they talking to? Anyway, so yeah, I had a bunch of tests. Even when it came down, I actually had my son's schedule. I had a scheduled C-section. Because my first daughter, when I was 27, five was 10 pounds. There's no way that was coming out of me, okay, naturally, at all. Not happening. So, no. So, because I had already had one, I went ahead and scheduled it this go around too. However, Choke had different plans. And see, what happens is when you're considered a quote unquote geriatric pregnancy, you're going to the doctors in your last 2 months almost every fucking day. Okay? We went to the doctors every day. Every day they are testing you. Every day they are checking your blood pressure. Every day, checking for the baby heart. Every day. They did not do that my first go around. So finally with Chunk was scheduled for a Friday. We did our normal shit because we already knew we had to go to the doctors, right? We already hey Pete I said hey Pete hey see we had to go to the doctors that Monday or Tuesday, something like that. Just it's just business as usual because we've been doing this now since it's considered a geriatric pregnancy and shit, right? We've been doing this for quite some time now. So we figured, hold on, Magic, nah, you gotta go. Give me 1 second, y'all. Magic, you gotta go. Mommy has to start working. I can't. So I think that Monday. Now, granted, the whole entire pregnancy was pretty good. Both my pregnancies was pretty good, except for with 5. That 9th month killed me because, again, I told y'all she was 10 pounds. So that was a lot. It was a lot to carry, and I was just done. I was over it. So that last couple weeks, was real tough. I was finished. But with Chunk, you know, we ordered our breakfast as usual. This is our routine now because it's a geriatric pregnancy and we're going almost every day. And we're thinking that today is just going to be another day. It wasn't because apparently my pressure or whatever wouldn't go down. So they decided to push my C-section up from Friday to whatever day it was. It was a Monday or Tuesday, one or the other. So they decided to push it up and we delivered Chunk that day around 4:44 actually. Yeah. So listen, by no means like it's not. I don't understand. Listen, I'm trying to put it to you like this, right? Listen, I was out of the woods, right? So I don't understand the fascination because this ain't the only pregnancy gate that was going on. That is going on. I mean, I heard people doing that shit when we was teenagers and stuff. I don't know about now. Um, it is no joke. Do y'all know that black women in America has one of the highest mortality rates in giving birth? It's crazy, right? So I don't understand this whole faking it thing. This is I don't I don't why would you want to I don't know. It's just it's a lot that goes into having a child at a certain age. So I'm just speaking on my experience today. I'm not like I said, I don't follow any of the parties or subscribe to any of the parties, so I'm really not uh versed in what's actually going on, nor am I gonna, you know what I mean, get too far in it because, you know what I mean, this shit is real. All of it's real. Anyway, so that was my experience giving birth after 40. It's no joke. It's hard. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that my partner was with me the whole way. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. It was a good pregnancy. I think I did post some maternity pictures on my community wall. Actually, Fee got a chance to hug on the belly and love up, and you know, a couple of other folks who I met in real life. Um, but so yeah, they do a whole bunch of tests, y'all. It's a lot of tests, just because of the age. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it was a great pregnancy up until that moment when I had the C-section, because then after that, right? After that, when I just sat here and I explained to y'all the mortality rate in black women in America. It's supposed to be a first world country. Um, I almost died. And it wasn't because of Chunk, it was the C section, y'all. I wound up having to get a bunch of blood transfusions. You know, I gotta thank God and thank Goddess and universe for these damn nurses who is actually on their shit. I remember the nurse saying, "You was one of the whitest black women I've ever seen." Because I literally turned pale as a ghost and they could not find where the blood was going, because you would think blood is coming out. No, the blood was coming out and I was bleeding internally. I could have died. So that's why I don't get the whole, you know, allegedly, if it's fake or not, you know what I mean? It's a very serious process. I could have died, you know? Then who else would Chunk have to torture her? Okay, no mommies? Come on. Anyway, so that's just something I want the ladies to consider. It was a great, strong, healthy pregnancy. No issues. None. Even giving birth, none. The problem came in afterwards with that C-section and the internal bleeding. So they were able, obviously, I'm still here, right? So they were able to get a hold of it and, you know, you move on from there. You know what I mean? Hey, Stormy. Street. Yes, you can feel free to go look at the statistics. It's very high, especially for it to be considered a first world country. It's actually unacceptable. it goes back to racism. Point blank. Period. I mean, as if we have a different threshold of pain. You know what I mean? Not having our voices heard when it comes to medical treatment. You know, I don't know what that means. So yeah, it's just very important to know all the the deets on that if you do decide to have a baby after a certain age. You will be going to the doctors a hell of a lot. You will get that glucose test. But I got that glucose test, that thing, that drinking the nasty ass juice test. I got that both times because I was 27 the first go around. So I got that both times. Let me see what else was different. Even the first, no, the second go around, like I said, they used to stick the needle in and test the fluid and all that. They don't have to do that anymore. Like I don't know if they still have that procedure for that's available to people. I wouldn't do it. There's no need to do it now. They just test your blood and they can even tell you if it's a boy or girl way before back in the day. So that part. Oh, black. Okay. Yes. Yes, y'all. Yep. Um, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what I mean? It was the nurses who could tell something was going on, not the doctors. The nurses said, "Time out, something ain't right." And I just remember this is after. This is afterwards. After I had him, he was on my chest. I was um trying to breastfeed him and stuff like that. And I'm just feeling worse and worse. And I'm just getting worse. And I just remember, because they try to get you to sit up and, stuff like that and try to get your blood flowing and moving. And I just kind of passed out. She said I turned white as a ghost. And I blacked out. And I couldn't, I can't remember anything except for when I came to and she told me, she's like, "Girl, you was one of the whitest black person I ever seen in my life." She was like, "You turned almost ghost-like." And um, that's when they found that I was bleeding internally. So we had multiple transfusions after that one. And yeah, it's a very serious process. Even more so when you are a woman of color. It's not right. But that's what it is. For some reason they think we have a different pain threshold or they just don't hear our voices. I was telling them the whole time I'm not feeling right. You know what I mean? I'm not feeling good the whole time I was bleeding internally. However, I'm still here. That's what it's like giving birth after 40. I really don't know how uh, faking that could really be an option. Because even when you get your when you get the sonograms and stuff now, those little things is in 3D. Oh my god, I got sonograms like every other week. Those things are so realistic now, y'all. And your name is on it. It's right there. Your name, the date of the sonogram, you know what I mean? And they are so realistic now, you really don't have to guess where the hand and the foot, none of that is. You know what I'm saying? It's all done for you. Okay. So, right. See, so, hi, Melissa. Yeah, child, it has so many. My same doctor that I've had since I was like 17 or 18, who also he's my gynecologist. He also is the baby doctor as well. So he delivered Phi and he delivered Chunk. Well, somewhat, okay, because he actually wasn't the doctor on duty, but he came in, but they were able they cut it perfectly. Um, for my first C-section, they went in the same spot or whatever, but yeah, shit came real, okay, because they thinking I'm all sold up, ready to go, and I'm finally sitting up, having something to eat, and I just start feeling weaker and weaker and weaker, and so I can't remember. I think I might have had a guess or something like that. and gave the baby over because I'm like, I'm not feeling right. And this happens to so many women of color. It is really damn ridiculous. Um, I was losing blood internally, bleeding inside. So I don't understand why or how people could fake this nowadays. Like, what? It's almost impossible. You know what I mean? And I'm saying that because of the age factor. You have so many documents to prove that you are indeed pregnant, which is my whole point of this live, this morning chit chat, breakfast, whatever. But the coffee and chat, yeah. This is why I'm having coffee and chat. Because there would be so many fucking documents that you could just blot out and be like, look, this is this, this is that, this is that. You know what I mean? Listen, I probably got like 500 pages worth of medical records just from being pregnant with Chunk. So, you know, they gossip. Oh, I could imagine, child. Every time I've had to have surgery or anything like that, when it comes to the hospital, even my little nip and tuck and shit like that, which I was thinking about doing that again, you guys. I'm not, seeing Dead Salt Queen Spice in a coma from plastic surgery. I'm just like, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and love on my fupa this time around. But every time, like it's been nurses, the ones who was like, nah, time out. You know what I'm saying? Who actually made the call or the catch. You know what I'm saying? Or having my aunt and my sisters, they're nurses, a couple of them, and they were the ones who advocate for me. But imagine all the other women who don't have that kind of help available to them. Let me see. I drank some right, and I see they what? Oh wow. Melissa, that's heartbreaking because like those first couple minutes and hours are so important for bonding, which is what I was doing with Chunk. We're bonding and he's breastfeeding, we're trying to. And I could feel myself slipping. I could feel myself slipping away. And I'm telling him something is wrong, something is not right. And the nurse was the one who, rang the alarm. So my life was saved because I'm not finished raising hell yet on this motherfucker. So listen, that's all I wanted to say. When you're a woman of a certain age, right? You're a mature woman, an older lady. I don't even consider myself older because fuck y'all. But there is so many documents to prove. You know what I'm saying? Said baby is inside you. Said baby is out. Come on. And you know what? Nowadays, I don't know if they do it in your state or whatever, you guys. The nurses actually come to the house afterwards. Once you are released from the hospital with a C-section, you stay almost like 5 days or whatever. And then the nurses, they come out to visit you. So I had quite a few of those visits. Just making sure I'm still stable and healing and blah blah blah. So can you imagine women of color? No, I can't imagine. I'm reading the comments, y'all. Yeah, for you, right? So yes, it was the nurses who saved me. And just circling back around because I gotta go. Listen, there's no way in hell you couldn't produce a whole bunch of evidence. I mean, if you had to. Because at the end of the day, none of this shit really matters, right? So who the fuck is you really proving shit to? Fuck them. Fuck you. Fuck them. Fuck everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. You could at least provide it to the father. Said, quote, alleged, quote unquote, daddy. I'm just saying, girlfriend. Okay? There is 1,000 goddamn documents to say yay or nay. All right. If that motherfucker been in your woo-ha, your hoo-ha, then I'm pretty sure he knows your name. Okay. You can go ahead and, you know what I mean? Problem solved. And if you ain't married, they ask you, and I think my sister said they asked her if she wanted a DNA, because her and her boyfriend was not married, so that was offered on the table from the rip. That did not happen with myself, obviously. Um, but I'm pretty sure I could have asked for that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if that person has already been up in you, swapping spirits and soul and stuff, then hello, right? They got your real name, right? That's how that works, right? So what would be so hard about providing, said documents to at least the alleged daddy? Come on, man. That's childish. You know what I mean? Grow the fuck up. Anyway, any questions, comments, concerns? Because I'm about to go, y'all. I'm happy for you, Melissa. I'm very happy for you and your baby boy. How old is your baby boy? I have a baby boy. I have a baby Terminator. Okay. Yeah, we call him the Terminator. Raising a boy. Now I don't even want to hear none of this whole being PC and politically correct and non-binary and gender. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Listen, raising a boy versus a girl is hella different. All right. Now, y'all got to remember, I have 2 older kids that I adopted who are doing fabulous, by the way. They're both in the armed services. So listen, I didn't raise them from birth. I got them when they were older, right? And pretty much my oldest son, he was already, in his ways. Now actually birthing my son, my second son's Chunk now, this go around, it is hella different raising a boy child versus the girl child. Okay. Chunk terrifies me. Okay. He is very rough, right? You tell him stop, he thinks that is a challenge. Okay, no, leave it alone, stop, don't do it. He like, oh, challenge accepted. They are so rough. My God. They are so rough. So he's 16 months. Oh, it's not too far behind Chunk. Chunk will be 3 soon in February. That time went by fast, right, Fee? That went by so fast. But yeah, there's too many. You when you're a woman of a certain age, it's just way too many documents that you're going to get and go through and testing to have available. You know what I mean? To basically shut anybody up. If you can't produce any of that, not even to the father, I'm saying it just look a little shady, look a little murky. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? This is my unbiased opinion. This is look a little murky, sis. But let me see. A son in college. Oh, his lordship. I'm sorry about that. Oh, but yeah, the older ones, they're doing great. Again, like I said, I didn't experience raising my oldest son. He came to me older. But Chunk is different. Chunk is different. Like every day, he this close to the emergency room. And you got to be on your shit, okay? And this is what I'm talking about when it comes to being a woman of a certain age. And this is probably also one of the reasons why I no longer completely have alcohol at all. By choice, okay? Because my child, he is on my ass. He's like boom, boom, boom. He don't want to hear about mommy had a girls' night last night or none of that bullshit, okay? He want me at attention. So I gotta go, 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 go. I don't know about y'all, but although I may look young and fabulous, okay, I am not in my 20s, y'all. All right. So I don't have the same energy that I had Fallon go around. You know what I mean? My daughters go around. You feel me? So this time, and he's like much more active from what I can remember, because y'all gotta remember it's like 14 years apart here. So he wants me to be on point. Go, 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 go. From the moment he wake up and he give me that little sweet smile or that devilish smile, he is on go. Zoom. Until he take a nap or whatever. So he needs me at full attention. So you gotta have mad energy, right? especially if you're a woman of a certain age, to run behind these little kids, right? Because they are on the go. Ciao. Woo! They big. But yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Really quick coffee and chat. It was kind of like a ride along while I go do my voting, and then they tried to be sneaky and change locations with no sign on the door, and yeah, so I had to cut that live, and I deleted that anyway because one of the songs that was playing on the radio actually was gonna block it anyway. So I figured out where it was, but I'm like, yo, y'all gotta go put a sign on that motherfucker and tell people to come across, because not everybody, is gonna be me. And you know what I mean? Go on Google. Some motherfuckers is like, well, I came, I tried, and goodbye. Can't be like that. Your local elections is very important. So, you like my voice, or you like Philly voices? Because we all have we sing the born and raised natives of Philadelphia. We all have a certain kind of cadence, and if you notice, we say a lot of the same thing, and we can't say, well, you're copying off of me or I'm copying off of you, because technically it's a regional thing. You know what I mean? So we have similar, like myself and DT, and even Evil Auntie. Sometimes we do have the same cadence, if that makes sense. Bahama did. Ooh, you going way back. Child. Listen, hey y'all. I had a fabulous coffee and chat with y'all. I gotta go. You be great. And I never really used the StreamYard for my phone. This isn't too bad. So let me see. I gotta scroll down here. I'm not gonna be rude like Nephew Buddy and just hang up on y'all and be like, fuck y'all, goodbye. I'm gonna be polite about it. Hey, I'm serious, y'all. Go vote. And again, like I said, if you're a woman of a certain age, you're gonna have 1,001 documents to prove. You know what I'm saying? That your ass was pregnant, wasn't, is, and have a child, okay? Because your ass is gonna go through a whole bunch of goddamn tests in that whole 9.5 however many months you pregnant. Your ass is gonna be every fucking week, okay? Every week, a bunch of testing. Child, shit. I'm done. I ain't having no more babies. It's over. It's finished. The party's done. Done. Okay? No, thank you. I don't got that shit.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.